Hello and welcome. This is Angel Manuel Rosado. I'll be talking about a victim of crime, and her name was Sara Louise Saganitso. Now, I will have topics here. I will give information about Navajo, what the word Navajo in the ancient time, the meaning of it was. And I will be talking about Sara Louise Saganitso because this is about her, not anybody else. The second part of this, the third part of this will be the Skinwalker story and what it actually means in our ancient version of the new version stories. So it's against that, So then we have the who was in the case during this situation of her murder, and who was cursed. They were given choices to do the right thing. And then we go back to the message that the Lord really was given within the name of Sara Louise Saganitso. So when you hear the ancient language being used within this to get the information from the name of a person, which by the way is basically saying the book of life. Your name is in the book of life, and within that name it gives you another story of your life and all the way to your death. I can give you a person's life through the name, and then I can also give you how they will end up dying. So, or a victim will give you the message of their murderer. So this is what this message is about Sara Louise Saganitso message. So I begin with the word Navajo. Navajo, I went online to find out what are the Navajo people. And all I found was a member of an indigenous people of northern New Mexico and Arizona and southern Utah. So they then says that it's the language of the Navajo people. And many are trying to say, just because it says New Mexico within the meaning of that, they are trying to put the name Mexico attached to the Navajo people, and that is just a lie. So let's also dive into the ancient name of the Navajo people. The true meaning of the Navajo people, it actually has been Latinized. And when you Latinize an ancient word, it loses its purity and its meaning, and it's removing God out of it. So in every indigenous name, you will find God within that name. So in the Navajo, it means Ramahu, and that name is born of the great Lord. That is the name of the Navajo people in its ancient name, which is Ramahu, born of the great Lord. I want you to observe Sara here in this beautiful picture. Don't let a fantasy steal her humanity from us. This is Sara Louise Saganitso, and we cannot allow a fantasy to steal this beautiful person away. Here I'm now going to speak about the Skinwalker. In the ancient time, men were used to project their bodies into an animal. We still do it today. I do it today. So you would be calling me a skinwalker because I can go and find something that someone wants. So a skinwalker used to be used to find water, a young man or someone who could do this sort of body projection. So we would go into a bird, and the bird would be kind of like sleepy while we would fly over the sky, and we would look down, and we would find food. Noah in the Bible did this sort of thing when he released the birds to find land. So this same concept is used in the indigenous form also. We would do exactly that: find water, find land to live on, find food, and help the elders find the right places to move in or stay, or food. So this is what is a skinwalker. We would also gather around a what do they call it? A sweat or a hut to do meetings, and within there we would do the projecting into something. So this skinwalker story is just a fantasy, because you cannot transform your body into an animal. You could project yourself, like I'm saying here, that for instance, my landlord was sitting by me while Denise, a lady that he used to talk, and I'm in New York State now, and she is across somewhere in California, and she was actually traveling towards California, and you can go into a bird. Well, during that time, I went into a bird, and I said to her while she was on the phone, "I can see you. You are driving up this mountain," and she looked up, and I can see her. So that is body projection into a creature, and was done then, and is still being done today. So this so-called skinwalker is being done, but in trickery. So I will show you pictures of their trickery, and also they created sensationalization to help someone get off of committing a crime. And not just the person committed the crime, but the people were offered by the Lord a period to repent, or to because they have a mark within their name, and I will reveal that in coming up. So here is one of the pictures that I found being used by someone in the internet, which I was just stunned and just appalled. It's only and I recognized the face of that creature, and you'll see what it is. So here's an example of, evil people in action. So here is a picture that was put out in the internet that this skinwalker could have been, one of those monsters that could have gotten Sara. So let's see. I recognize again this. Let me just go to it. This is a man in an outfit, and he's wearing a mask that I seen before when I was a boy, and it's just between a gorilla and a werewolf and a vampire or some kind of like that. So this is just a mask, and you can see it right now on the other side that I created an animation with a mask of the werewolf. So it is a mask and a man sitting in this position to pretend that he is a skinwalker. So this is what evil does. It uses gullibilities of people. So here is evil in action, and this was being explained that it was part of the skinwalker who probably got Sara. So now I'm going to demonstrate to you in the ancient language that within these people's name is a curse, and the Lord had throughout their life has tried to direct them to a path that would have helped humanity, really. And in this case, a chance was given or an offer to them in career, in chance to do something good for someone, and instead they went the opposite direction. So their name are cursed. Now in the order that I put these pictures is because the man in the center within his name tells you that he was always going to be protected by evil, because that is evil, this one in the center. So an evil won this battle because they got to surround evil. And what better way that the company of evil to be together. And in the curse, in the moment of their death, they will meet their maker, but it won't be the Lord. I begin to read the first. Mostir Mari Toirahir. You must face God's power. Face the power in the sky, in the sea of men, in the sky by his mighty power. Second, Hiorahi O Amrai. The tall, large, radical, protected by people. In this case, by men. In the third, Hash Rat Hir. When I see this symbol of 666, I always know that it's a disease that will ravish this man. It is to be destroyed. Come for the 666, the one marked by the beast. So for other people, though, I would advise you that you may have a similar name, but names are more like, this is not like the horoscope, where everybody falls on the same birthday and all them fun things. So this is, names usually will have a story within the name. So therefore, you could be called Jenny Ramsey, and when in fact somebody calls you Penny. And that changes the outcome story within your name. So you will somebody may call you Penny here, and somebody will add a Dolly here. Those names becomes an entire story. So don't worry that you may have similar names, because they don't align the same with nicknames and love names. Like a parent will call you, Teddy Bear. But so even that becomes a story within the book of life. And here you got these people. It is a great example of how you read somebody, and depending on also what question was asked too. So now I will read Sara's message. Sara Louise Saganitso. Sara Louise Saganitso. This is the ancient name. And within that name, she leaves a message to her family. By the power of the Lord, I begin. Listen to the power of the Lord. Love, he and I fought hard. See, he is filth. So what I got from this reading is that Sara fought back, and she fought hard to keep this animal from her. But she fought, and in her message here, she's giving a message to someone in her family with the word love. He and I fought hard. See, he is filth. So she is really leaning on to someone in the family, telling that person what she did. I hope that this was an honor. I hope that this give a little bit of joy, at least, to the family. Thank you for listening. This is Angel Manuel Rosado dedicating this video to Sara Louise Saganitso and her family. I'm using the ancient language from the island of Puerto Rico. Today is known as that name. So I want to say thank you for listening.